Hello everybody, Killer here. Today we're going to be looking at some fragrances sent by Martin. I just want to thank Martin again for sending me some more samples. So the first fragrance is called Snuff. Wow, the opening is quite earthy and old manish. Like a sort of rubbery, sweet, like aftershave Old Spice smell. It's quite earthy and green. There's some soapy, bitter sort of quality about it. Maybe myrrh or something really soapy. So the next fragrance is called Unpredictable Adventure. So I smell like a sort of metallic pineapple note. It has a bit of a stinky body odour patchouli smell in there. I'll have to wear that on my skin, guys, to give you my full impression, but so far it's quite nice and sweet. Wow, guys, that's quite a dark vanilla-y opening. By Kilian's Back to Black, that sweet, slightly medicinal honey vibe. Grainy honey oud smell, quite manly, rich, a bit mature. The next one is called Hacivat. I can't pronounce it. There's a very cleaning product vibe about this opening. Like, I think it's trying to be pineapple, but there's something in it I really don't like. It's got a bit of a leathery base to it, which is like quite horrible to my nose. I don't know, it smells like cleaning products, Aventus, lemon, cheap. It smells a bit cheap. It is very strong. It smells quite horrible right now to me. Oh my, wow. Okay, so this is Sauvage Parfum, 2017 version, I think. Very clean smelling, a bit clashy. Like there's two notes in there that don't mix that well. It's got a bit of a grainy, soapy texture. A bit old manish, but not dated. Very nice, soapy, fresh, clean, citrusy up top. Tiny bit of an earthiness in the background. A bit bitter in the opening, but I do love it. So this next one is called Zafeer or Zatia Oud Vanille. Wow, it's like a waxy vanilla-y opening. Very, very edible smelling. Like, it's definitely a gourmand. There is a sort of perfumey vibe, like a slightly feminine vibe in the background. I really do love this one. It's very, very interesting. It's not like plain, basic gourmand and that's it, you're done. It's like a really interesting sort of creamy, coconutty. I think this would work really well on women, but I think men could pull this off too, but it's slightly aiming towards the feminine side. So this next one is called By Man by Dolce&Gabbana. The people who make Pineapple Vintage have actually made a clone of this, and they've got really, really close. It's a classic, spicy, manly tobacco fragrance. Very rich, very dense, classical barbershop sort of lavender vibe in there. So this next one is LIDGE or Guerlain Extreme. Okay, so there's something very bitter in the opening. Like a sharp, sort of herbal bitter note. Very manly, and I can smell that patchouli note, I think. Definitely that cacao, sort of chocolatey, licorice vibe rising up with that manly, patchouli, sort of chocolatey base. At the moment on paper, it's quite dry and bitter. Doesn't smell synthetic at all. Very nice stuff, guys. LIDGE or Guerlain Extreme. So this next one is called Andy Warhol, and I think it's by Bond Number 9. Okay, so the opening is quite, I want to say dry, but it is a fruity element in there. I know Bond Number 9 has a plum note, but I might just look like an idiot now if there's no plum note in here, but I really do sense like a plum, sweet, oudiness. I don't know, it's like synthetic a bit. It doesn't smell that strong. Maybe my nose is fatiguing, so yeah, that's Bond Number 9. Oh my God. Do you know when you smell a fragrance for the first time and you just know it's really special? It's such a pleasant smell. Very, very sexy, calming, seductive. It just, every time I'm smelling this right now, it's making me feel happy. It's absolutely amazing stuff, this is. This is my favourite so far. It's just like a really sweet, soft, seductive smelling aftershave. Maybe it's not like a niche fragrance, but it doesn't smell like a cheap designer. Very, very uplifting, bright, citrusy, gorgeous fragrance. Davidoff Good Life. Wow. This next one I've smelt a Perfume Parlor clone of, but I haven't smelt the original. It's Gucci Envy. Very, very nice. It's just way more intense and rich than the clone I have by Perfume Parlor. Soft, woody. It's not like my number one favourite. It has like a slightly gingery soapiness in there. So I've smelt Gucci Pour Homme too, but I've never smelt the original. So this is Gucci Pour Homme. Wow, this is quite nice. It's reminding me of Another fragrance I've smelt, I think it's by Al Haramain, and it's Privé, I think, the silver bottle. Yeah, it's got that dry, woody, almost earthy hazelnut note in there. Woody, dry cedarwood. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of that, but I can't wait to try that on my skin. That is absolutely amazing. Oh, I don't know though. A bitter, horrible note behind this amazing opening. Like, you've got this amazing, sexy, sweet, grape sort of expensive niche smell on top. But underneath, you've got this disgusting, woody, earthy, just bark note. Oh, it's getting a bit more vanilla-y now. Like, I can smell like a bit of a vanilla note in there. The package Martin sent me actually leaked, and some of the names are rubbed off, but I can slightly make this one out. It's Icon by Dunhill. Wow, that is an amazing opening. This reminds me a bit of Sweet Redemption by Kilian. That sort of grape, orange blossom, neroli smell. It's got a slightly oody note in there, like a sort of dark woody note. Like, I think like it has ISOE Super or something in the opening, because it has that sort of pleasant, uplifting aftershave effect in the opening. So this next one is called X Batch, and I know this one because I've actually received a bottle of this from Parfums Vintage. Imagine a really bright, juicy pineapple note with this ISOE Super and Ambroxan Blast. Very nice stuff, guys. So the last two fragrances, their names have actually rubbed off them. So this first mystery fragrance, that's a weird smell. A very dark, like mature, woody smell. It's quite sweet, but it's got like a cheap aftershave vibe to it. I think I smell pineapple in there. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I think it's a Creed Aventus clone, I think. I'm not too sure, but I smell like a typical Creed Aventus DNA in there. It has that sort of Aventus type musk in the base. As it's drying down, it has sort of an Al de Al McNoon Silver vibe. This next fragrance is really, really hard for me to smell. Sort of baby powder. I don't know what that is. Maybe a lavender note. Very, very weak. I can't smell it at all. So I think I actually know what this next fragrance is, even though there's no name on there because it leaked. And I think this is Suave by Parfums Vintage. It's not exactly like L'Huile de l'Homme, but it's the closest I've ever smelt. It has just that sort of spicy dry down. This smells like that birch you get in Aventus, like that smoky, pineapple-y birch musk. Like when you spray Alda Al McNoon Silver on, it's okay, but it sort of dries down to this cheap synthetic smell. This doesn't have that. I cannot wait to pick my favourites and wear them and actually review them for you. But Davidoff Good Life, that's the one that stands out of all these. Thanks again, Martin, for sending me the samples. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe down below. And as always, guys, I'll see you all in the next video.